Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPM.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESEnergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburn & Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPM.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. Looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESEnergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburn and Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
Now that
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is June 11, 2024. I'd like to call this meeting of the Board, Mayor, and Aldermen to order. Please rise and join Mr. Massey for our prayer.
Let us pray. Precious Holy Father, ruler, maker of all things, Father, for the living or non-living. Father, how blessed we are to have you as a God, a Father who laid us down last night. And Father, it was you who woke us up this morning. But nothing in this life, Father, we do ourselves. It's only done because you allowed it, and we want to take this time to acknowledge that. Father, as always, we want to thank you for this great country, a country that we recognize as the United States of America, a country where we can freely and openly worship you without fear of prosecution. But we want to thank the brave men and women who fight to keep this country safe, being away from their families, putting their lives in jeopardy. But we want to thank them for that also. But I also want to thank the citizens of Pulaski for electing us, putting their trust in us to make fair and just decisions. And as we go forward in this meeting, we pray that everything that's said and done here be well pleasing in your sight. In the name of the Father and Son, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Join me in the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Massey. Thank you, Mrs. Miles, for that. The first item of business today is to approve minutes of last regular meeting and work session. If there are no additions or corrections, the minutes will stand as mailed. All right. Item number 2 is to receive and file city recorder and various committee reports.
Move to receive these.
All right.
Second.
We have a motion made by Mr. Keith and a second by Mr. Massey. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3 is concern. Is there any concerned citizen remarks for today's agenda items? Seeing that there are none, we will move into item number 4 is to consider 2024/25 appropriations on first reading. Mr. Harrison.
Okay, Giles County Schools, 200,000. Giles County Library, 157,411. E911, 112,000. Giles County Fire and Rescue, 10,000. Community Rural Food Delivery, 2,000. Giles County Senior Citizens, 25,000. New Canaan Ranch, 5,000. Child Development Center, 5,000. Kids Place, 5,000. The Shelter, 5,000. South Central Human Resource Agency, $2,344. Giles County Humane Society, 5,000. Giles County Veterans Alliance, 2,000. Economic Development Commission, 69,262. Giles Chamber of Commerce, 31,500. Historic Downtown Pulaski Main Street, 35,000. Boys and Girls Club, 9,000, for a total of $680,517.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the appropriations as read by our city recorder.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion made by Mr. Bryant and a second by Mr. Keith. Is there any other discussion? If not, roll call vote.
Massey.
Aye.
Miles.
Aye.
Worsham. Keith. Gentry. Bryant.
Aye.
Aye. Let's see, it's 12:04, 12:05, let's give just a second here.
Terry read those very well.
Yeah.
I brought my glasses.
I saw that.
Yeah, no,
We got a few smiling faces out in the audience too.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful crowd today.
Don't we?
Beautiful crowd.
Yeah, with my glasses on, I could even tell who they were.
Oh, is that right?
All right, it's 12:05. We'll open the public hearing relative to the rezoning of the property located on the corner of South First Street and East College Street.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the old Windsor Court property, just right down here. The people that own Sonic have bought that lot, and they're wanting to subdivide that lot into two lots. And the south side of the existing, the created new lot will be combined, or has been combined, with the existing Sonic lot. They're wanting to add more parking spots for customers and parking spots for their employees. And then they're going to tear down all of the Windsor Court building, and then they're going to attempt to market the corner lot. The Sonic is currently zone C2, and the corner lot is C3. And to get it all together, they requested it be rezoned to C2, and that is a recommendation from the Planning Commission.
Any comments? Seeing that there are none, we will move into item number 6 and consider ordinance on second reading relative to the above rezoning.
I move that we rezone that property as mentioned.
I'll second that.
We have a motion made by Mr. Keith and a second by Mr. Bryant.
And you know, it just fits right in with what we're trying to do with Pulaski is make us look much better. And that's been an eyesore for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. If there's no other discussion, roll call vote.
Massey.
Aye.
Miles.
Aye.
Worsham. Keith. Gentry. Bryant.
Aye.
Brindley.
Item number 7 is consider ordinance on first reading relative to adopting the 2024-2025 budget. Mr. Harrison.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'd like to thank y'all for giving us the opportunity to work to put this budget together. You know, my staff helped me a lot. The department helps me a lot. Ms. Davis is not in here, but she's been working with me, and I've been, you know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, even when we adopt this, that we have to file reports after final approval within 15 days of the comptroller's office. Those reports are very cumbersome, to say the least. But we put a lot of work on it. We do have a cost of living increase in there for all city employees. We've got $750,000 next year for paving. We've got the West College Street sidewalk project, the multimodal project, some of the engineering on the East College Street sidewalk project. Some of the projects, probably soon after we adopt this budget, I might have to amend the project. We thought we were going to do the Cleveland Street Bridge. They decided to start on the Madison Street sidewalk before the Madison, so that's going to have to be flip-flop. So there's a few things we're working on, but it is a balanced budget that we are using some reserve funds, but there will be no property tax increase, and our tax rate will stay at 42.17 cents per $100 of assessed value.
I move that we adopt this budget on first reading.
Second.
All right, we have a motion made by Mr. Keith and a second by Mr. Gentry. Is there any other discussion?
I want to say something before we make that forward. Hey, Terry, how long have Miss Judy worked for the city of Pulaski?
About half the time.
We just had a celebration for her.
50
Yeah,
years,
just celebrated a few.
over 50 years.
See, the reason I asked that question, I know we good about recognizing city employees.
Mhm.
And it'd be nice we recognize Miss Judy, for her 50 years, because she does a lot in that office up there, a lot that, people don't really know. But she knows her job well.
Well, I think if you stop and tell her you appreciate that being more than public recognition, Judy is not one that covets attention.
Yeah, you're right about that.
We've already done something for her back when it was her anniversary for that, last year. We recognized her and I definitely thanked her for her service.
I'm serious.
Yeah, but we did do that.
Okay.
All right, we have a motion made by Mr. Keith and a second by Mr. Gentry. Is there any other discussion?
Just a comment, almost a $16 million budget balanced with reserve funds. I think, I appreciate the work that, Mr. Harrison and his staff have done because it's got us in good shape going forward.
And keep in mind, this also includes the water and sewer, natural gas, solid waste collection, solid waste disposal, and drug fund. So it's really about 6 budgets that we're working on and doing this. We kind of concentrate on the general fund, which is police and fire, street, parks and recreation, things like that. But we do have the 2 enterprise funds, 3 counting solid waste disposal, and the solid waste collection by state we account for as a special revenue fund, which doesn't mean anything to anybody except those of us that deal with governmental fund accounting.
All right, any other discussion? If not, roll call vote.
Massey, Miles,
Aye.
Worsham, Keith, Gentry, Bryant,
Aye.
Friendly.
Item number 8 is to set public hearing for June 25th, 2024 at 12:05 p.m. relative to the 2024-2025 budgets.
So moved.
All right. Item number 9. Do we have to? We don't have to have a second. Okay. Number 9 is adopt a resolution relative to Schedule A, water and sewer and natural gas fees.
John, would you, I think there's a little bit of confusion on this. Would you explain what you're attempting to do with this?
I'm trying to keep it separate so we can go up with
John,
sewer rates or
come
something
up
like
here.
that. That way, we don't have to come in front of the board every time we need to go up. We can just do it as we see fit or as
And this is not,
materials go up.
this is not on the rates. This is for tap fees primarily.
Yeah, mainly tap fees.
And
And fixed expenses like that, late fees, reconnection fees, things of that sort, your office and their offices can set those. With respect to rates, what we charge is a water rate or
Right.
sewer rate, only this board can.
and that's by ordinance.
That's
But
right.
what John was hoping to do, because of the volatility in the market now for ductile iron, PVC pipe, anything with copper in it, it's out of the roof. And we hadn't had increase in a while, so they've gone back and looked at what's our actual costs, and they would like to make that to that. I think at the work session, we're not in the business to make money, but we're sure not in the business to lose money. And probably for the last couple of years, been losing money every time we put in a tap or that type thing. And so what John would like the ability, working with the department heads, that as that goes up, they would adjust those accordingly without having
And
to.
that would be fine if the board chooses that. I've drafted the resolution as a one-time thing so that this board sets these costs and charges for these non-rate expenditures. But if you want to add in there a provision that henceforth, the Director of Public Works and the respective departments may set these non-rate charges, then I can add that to the resolution and they won't have to come back to you each time they have to change.
And I think that would be appropriate. So I'd like to see that added and
I just want to comment, I agree with that, but I think that the board should be notified when that happens,
Yeah,
Okay, with notice to the board.
with notice to the board.
we'll just make sure that if something comes up, I'm sure they will discuss it. I'll be involved, and we will send an email out to the board that we're making a change and why we're making a change. And it would be because of the increase of the products the parts we have to buy to make the taps.
I'm just curious, in the climate that we're living in right now, why are we not automatically increasing this budget by whatever the cost of living is on a regular basis yearly?
Which budget are you talking about?
The water and sewer, gas,
Well,
all of our budgets. That's in lieu of raising taxes.
right,
It certainly, but it's the onus is placed on the user.
I agree with what you're saying. Water and sewer, we are still waiting to MTS to complete this comprehensive rate study. And once that's done, I think that would be a better time to get all that information and study that. Natural gas, we actually buy natural gas off the open market. And natural gas prices have been fairly steady. We also pre-purchase about 75% of our gas. This year, it looks like we're going to have a very good year. So, and we've got money in the bank that we put in the local investment pool that's earning over 5% interest right now. So I don't think it would help us to raise rates for gas right now because we're in a good financial position and we're making money. So
I'm just thinking down the road.
yeah,
Now is the time to do that and to have some money so that should there be a major recession.
The only thing that affects us in natural gas is the price of natural gas.
Yes.
And like I said, we pre-purchase 75% of that. We ride the remaining quarter%. Well, it just depends on where the market is at the time.
But
I mean, if right now you can buy it about $3 a decatherm. If we could buy it for 20 years at $3, we'd lock it up. But unfortunately, the market has changed right now. So if you go out longer, it's 3 to 5 years, they're $5 or $6 for it. So, that could change next month. That's how volatile the natural gas market is right now.
we can revisit this after MTS.
What this resolution does, we're already paying the inflated cost, so this gives us the ability to recoup it.
One thing I noticed when Christie sent those out to us though, about the about the price increase. For example, the water tap. As long as you keep it at 3/4, it's gonna stay at $1,000 a tap. The bigger the lines, the higher the price. But to me, when you put in a water tap for residential, 3/4 is plenty.
I move that we adopt this resolution
Second.
with the provision to automatically adjust going forward.
I have a motion made by Mr. Keith. Who seconded?
It's mine.
Ms. Miles.
I give you credit.
We have a motion made by Mr. Keith and a second by Mrs. Miles. Are there any other discussion?
And we're putting that notice to us right there.
That's right, that's right. I've got, and here's what it will read. Henceforth, the Director of Public Works in coordination with respective departments may change the fees set forth herein with notice to the board, mayor, and aldermen.
Is that good with you, Mr. Brown? Okay. All right. If there's no other discussion, roll call vote.
Massey,
Aye.
Miles,
Aye.
Worsham, Keith,
Aye.
Gentry,
Aye.
Bryant, Friendly.
Next item of business is number 10, going into old business. I asked, I'll go into this. I contacted Jesse and we talked over the weekend, but talked this morning or maybe yesterday about having some people come in, talk about the Sundrop Fest that happened this Saturday. And reason publicly wanted to thank Jesse and the team and the volunteers, but and I hope everyone was able to make the Sundrop Fest, but seeing how this event this weekend went, it was over 12,000 people estimated in our town, on our square. at one time. We had such a great turnout. This was huge for our local businesses. This was huge for our downtown area. Vendors that come in, I'm hearing there's vendors all the way from Kentucky, I'm sure further off places, and I'm gonna let Jesse speak on this here in a minute. But to have over 12,000 people in our town, to have, thank the Lord, but no incidents, happened. It was a very well-oiled machine, how this happened Saturday. And I think it says a lot about the chamber and the direction that the chamber and all the volunteers have been going towards having more lenient to do more things. They proved themselves beyond measure this week on a successful event. My phone has not quit ringing about the success of Sundrop Fest. I know next year I'm gonna wear more comfortable shoes. I know that. But the people that came in from out of town, from other elected officials, other people talking about how successful this event was. And one of the things that I saw during the Sundrop Fest was how everybody, the camaraderie, everybody was together, no matter, what race, what anything, everybody was together, dancing to the music. It was a fun time, and it helped bring this community locked in as one. And I can't thank Jesse and all the volunteers. The volunteers are so important to this, to every single person that's here. I remember seeing Casey Carton back there sweating from head to toe, picking up trash. And to have an event when you wake up the next morning, and for 12,000 people being on our downtown, I don't know if that sits in with people yet, but to have 12,000 people in our downtown, and it looked like nothing had went on the day before, the next morning, that takes planning, that takes time, that takes work to get that something done. They left the downtown the way they found it, beautiful. And we cannot thank them enough. I know Mr. Holly's here with Sundrop, with your company, Bobby Dale, put into this event to make this. This was the city could not write a check for the amount of exposure and advertisement it got, and the county, for this event that happened Saturday. The impact it had. We've already have 2 new businesses wanting to come and look at coming to Pulaski just that day, and not even counting the calls and the emails that we have gotten. But so big thanks to Sundrop, to what they do to make this happen. I say this all the time. I'm sure Jesse probably get tired of hearing me say this, but an event like this doesn't just start a week ago. It doesn't start 6 months ago. It starts years of planning, and what this group has done to make this event grow every year, but also to run the way it's done is so impressive. I'm just, I can't tell how proud I am of everybody on this. The first responders being there, we had a great police presence. The fire chief had a big presence there. That was a big thing for us. It's the street department being there the next morning picking trash up. This was a community event that everybody came together, and this was a huge success. So to all the volunteers that helped, sweat and tears, I know how much time goes into this stuff. And I know when it gets hot, people start getting ill and asking all these questions. I mean, I cannot thank y'all enough for what you did. Y'all did so much for this community Saturday. And volunteers, they didn't get paid to do what they did. They were out there doing that for the love of the city, love of their community. We cannot thank you all enough how successful it went. But I wanted to personally thank you on behalf of the city of what you all brought into this community, because it'll take us a long time to ever repay y'all for what you've done. And I just wanted to personally ask you to come in, and Jesse, I'm gonna ask you to come up, but I just wanted to thank y'all for coming. Thank you so much. Jesse, I'll let you do some talking.
Appreciate that. Do I need to- is this on? Okay. I appreciate my crew coming, today. Appreciate y'all's support in this. I did make a couple of notes, because you don't ever feel like you're gonna thank everybody that had a hand in it. So just starting at the top, what Saturday looked like was, we believe over 12,000 people visited Pulaski, downtown Pulaski on Saturday. We'll have that data back, pretty soon. Big Brother will tell us where all the cell phones came from. That's what will happen. So when we get that data, we'll tell you. 27 food vendors and over 50 artists and vendors. Sundrop Bottling Company, their investment, they have to trust us to invest their money in this event. So I feel like that, I want to thank Bobby Holly and Sundrop for trusting us to make such a generous investment in the event. We couldn't do any of it if we couldn't pay a couple of bills early on. We actually have already written a check for 2025 yesterday. So I'd like to recognize my committee, Bobby Holly, obviously, Jake Pfeiffer from Kitchen 218, Olivia Officer has been with us since 2020, right before they shut us down. We were getting ready to, I'm pretty sure the headline for the newspaper the week that they shut us down was Summer Solstice becomes Sundrop Fest, and we didn't have it. So we got to start in 2021, and Olivia has been here since the beginning of that. Trevin Rose can be with us today, but he'll be at our meeting this afternoon to talk about it. And Miss Cameron Quinto represented the city very well on our committee. There's a couple of people that I need to give special recognition to, though, and that's Tom Stoner and Kim Gomez are here. This is Miss Ann Basinger's family, and Tammy Harbison keeps her grandchildren during the week and couldn't be here. But these three individuals have no direct or indirect gain from anything that went on that they did. And they did the dirtiest jobs between the toilets and the trash, just the whole time. And they're the reason that we were able to wake up on Sunday morning and it not look like anything had happened. Macy Davis and Hallie Murray have been working in our office for some time now. And they were my physical hands and feet on Saturday so that I could make it and sustain. So I appreciate everything that they did. And then, of course, Ann Basinger is the just movingest person that I know in this community. And she's not here because she's on her honeymoon, but Miss Maddie Hay, now lovely, got married on Saturday. And I don't know if there's a bride anywhere that was kind of wishing she was somewhere else on her wedding day. And we were FaceTiming her. Her wedding was at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and we were on FaceTime watching the wedding while the milk drop was happening. So we got that done, and we're not going to do that again. So a couple of folks I want to recognize. Alex and Presley Carden, y'all wave. This is Casey and Beth Carden's girls. For 2 days, they started on Friday helping us. So I want to thank y'all for what y'all are putting. Y'all are learning things right now that y'all have with you forever. Reminds me of how I grew up and how I really started to get where I am today. On the setup, Tanya Garrett, Christy Duke, Kristen Pfeiffer, Chandler Wallace, Casey Carden, Cameron Quinto, Anna Griffin on the food trucks, and Marin and Kim on the phones. The setup is when people get agitated, dealing with a lot of personalities. It's hot. And that setup, though, you have to be very particular because it sets the tone for the rest of the event. So dealing with all those personalities definitely helps. On cleanup, Jesse Ballard and Nick, McKenna and Amanda, Casey and Presley were still there. Tom and Kim were still going. And my family. My family was not going to let me go home without knowing that I had crossed every T and dotted every I that I wanted to. My dad intricately made sure there was enough cold beer for everyone. And when the numbers weren't where he wanted, it just didn't look right. He made a phone call. But we also, something we did for the first time this year was had our first ever Miss Sundrop Festival pageant on Friday night, directed by Miss Carly Thompson. She does a great job with her pageants. Because it's on a Friday night, we had to limit the number of people, but we were glad we did because we had over 400 people attend the pageant. So we about ran out of space. But I want to thank UT Southern for partnering with us. They pulled their movie for Friday night and agreed to open the concession stand and have a pageant rather than a movie. And I think we helped them overcome a deficit that might have caused by them having the concession stand open. And then lastly, the city departments, the street department, the police department, Parks and Rec, and kind of Cameron, sorry for having to be the bad guy this year. Cameron, can you ask him to do this? Hey, Cameron, can you ask him to do that? The water department turning on the water for us. The fire department being ready. John Green still answering the phone when I call. I'm sorry, but thank you. And OEM for planning going into this. I said about a month to 3 weeks before the event, I said, okay, y'all, we were gauging some of our Facebook activity and things. And I said, if the weather's pretty, this is gonna all converge. And I just wanna really make sure, sometimes I overlook what goes into that incident management, incident preparedness plan. And I just kind of had this gut feeling that if the weather was pretty, we need to make sure we knew what we were all gonna do. So thank OEM for their involvement in that. It was really a team effort. And the thing, I've sent a couple of pictures, gotten a couple of pictures back and sent them to the regional tourism guy. He came and he said, the event looks really good. There's a lot going on here. And I sent him this picture that we took. And he said, I don't think our community could pull that off. Y'all got a good thing going down there. And it just looks like everybody loves it. And I think that kind of sums up what's making it a success is that we all care. We all have a passion for making us awesome. And that goes a long way from not having anything on the table and having the dirtiest job to, wearing your company shirt out there while you're volunteering. It's a rising tide raises all ships, and we're excited about it and planning for next year. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
I think I heard this morning on the national news that they're gonna move CMA Fest so it doesn't conflict with something.
You know what, as long as they bring the money.
Thank you, Jesse. And again, thank you all to every volunteer that had anything to do with this. Bobby Dale, thank you all. Sundrop, this was big for our community and we can't thank everyone enough. And so just thank you. We'll have to all get together soon and feed y'all and thank you again. But does anybody else have anything under old business?
I do. In your packets, you should have a copy of the CT 0253 form. This is a form that has to be filed with the comptroller's office, and this is on the recent closing of the electric system's $10 million bond issue. So that's in your packet.
Do we need to do anything with it?
Nope, we just have to
Announce it?
Announce it and put it in the packet to meet all the qualifications of the comptroller's office.
Very good. I got one item also, and it's just travel approval. Chief Ayers, our fire chief, went to a fire chief conference is going on July 14th through July 16th. And we need to approve his travel for that.
You need a motion?
No.
All right. We've one thing going into new business. Just want to invite everybody out Friday, this coming Friday, to Savage Park. You should all have got an email, but we're going to be having a unveiling of the new basketball courts and the additional renovations. It's Friday, June 14th at 11 o'clock. They're going to have a treat sponsored by Brothers Ice. Right. There's a lot of work went into Savage Park, and it looks beautiful. And we love for anybody that's able to attend, please come out and see how Savage Park looks now, and join us in the ribbon cutting this Friday at 11 o'clock. But anything else under old business?
We can get a photo with everybody.
Yeah, we'll ask all y'all to come up here. We'll get a picture for a paper. But if that's it, we'll stand as adjourned. Thank you.